So my paranormal story 3, if you haven't watched part 1, definitely do so. It talks about how it all started, and as well part 2 is more stories. But definitely watch part 1. And I can definitely advise you that all of these stories are 100% true. They did happen to me, and obviously I would never lie to you guys about something so not worth lying about. So they are definitely true, and definitely stay tuned for the next one as well. Okay, so this is actually one of the creepiest stories that has happened to me. As I was stating in my last video, I was talking about my bed situation. So again, if you didn't watch that video, definitely watch that one so you know what I'm talking about in this video. So with this story, I had a big duvet. I mean, it did not go to my body. It was like a fluffy thing. It did not like suck to my body at all. One night I was laying in bed and I felt like I felt really weird, like I felt like someone was there, and then I felt my like big fluffy duvet getting tighter on my side. I was like, what the hell? So I turned on the light and saw that my duvet was molded as if someone was sitting with their feet hanging like off my bed, like if someone was sitting at the edge of my bed on the side though, and their butt was molded up against me. So it was, my fluffy duvet was randomly molded into a butt, and it was tight, and I was like, oh my god, like it looks like someone was sitting there, and that sounded really dirty.
Tight butt.
A butt that was tight. You know what I mean though? Like the duvet was molded to a butt, and it was like on my side. I was like, what the frig? But at the same time, I looked up and saw this old lady, like wretchedly old freaking lady standing beside my bed. And it was one of those moments I froze. I was so scared. I wanted to like look away. I wanted to run out of my room. I wanted to turn off the light. But I was so scared. I was like just staring at this old freaking haggard looking lady. And then the next morning I went downstairs and my mom and sister were downstairs talking, and I was like, wait guys, like I had the scariest occurrence happen last night with old lady. And my sister and mom look at me like, and I'm like, what? My sister's like, so did I. Which isn't unusual, but it's still really creepy when it does happen, when we do see the same ghosts or have the same dreams or whatever. So the nighttime, as I was saying, I saw this old lady standing beside my bed. And then that night, my sister woke up, gasped up, and she saw an old lady pointing like this. The old lady was standing at the back of her bed, pointing to the front of her head where my sister's head is. And when my sister turned around to look, there was an orb. Like, it's just freaky, because then my mom was like, okay, I'm going to put you in separate rooms. You both describe the lady. We both described the same old lady. Like, so scary. The same night I saw an old lady in my bed, or beside my bed, and like sitting on my bed. My sister woke up to the exact same lady standing at the end of her bed pointing behind her. Like, that is so freaky. And then she saw an orb. Like, it's unbelievable. But speaking of orbs, I have honestly, I would say 9 out of 10 pictures of me have orbs on me. And I went through all my pictures because I wanted to show you, but obviously the orb pictures I have deleted. Like, why would I keep them if I have a great big orb on me? So I was like, oh, so I only found like faint ones or really far away ones. Like, I didn't find any really good ones, but I'm definitely going to share them with you. Some of the faces are blocked out because obviously I don't know, you know, if these people want to be on my YouTube and just save drama. But yeah, so speaking of orbs and these pictures, I'm going to show you in a bit at the end of this video. But one night I was out with my girlfriends, and we all had like disposable cameras, and every single picture that was developed with me in it had a big bright orb on it. Every single picture. And I wish I had them. They are with one of my girlfriends because I wasn't the one with the disposable camera. But this was like so creepy. So I mean, seeing orbs on me is totally not weird. But I'm going to show you the pictures that I did manage to find with some orbs on it, so you guys can check that out. But before I show you my orb photos, I do want to advise you, you definitely want to check out the next video, because it's about spirits of people that have passed away, about people in your life that has passed away, and I have some really creepy stories about that. So stay tuned, guys. This first picture is actually me at Mark's parents for Christmas, and you can see a little orb on me there. The second photo is of Mark sitting on our couch in the apartment that we're at now with a fairly vivid orb. This photo is of 3 orbs, not so vivid, but you can see them beside Mark and I in our place now. And then there's a really big one, and then there's small ones in this one, but I only circled the really big one. This is a picture of me and my good friend Chris Brown, and you can see a very vivid orb on my corner of my elbow there. And then as well, this is actually my stepmom and my dad. You can see here there's an orb. Look how vivid this orb is. Like, it's unbelievable. Circled 3 orbs of me and my girlfriends, 2 orbs right around me on Christmas. And then this is a picture of Mark and I at my mom's new place, and there's a pretty big orb on me there.